I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I giving financial advice. I'm sharing my biased opinion based off speculation. You should not take my opinion as financial advice, and you should always do your own research before making any investment. You should also understand the risks of investing. This is all speculative-based investing.
What's going on, guys? Kentech here. Welcome back to a brand new cryptocurrency video. So today, before we get into the subject of the day, it's going to go over the market, everything's sitting at the moment. Right now, market cap sitting at 265, around $266 billion, with a 24-hour volume sitting at 54.5 billion, and a Bitcoin dominance sitting at 69.3%. So our Bitcoin dominance has dropped around $1 billion, with our market cap up around 5 billion or so. We did see a bit of a pump with some of these altcoins. Nothing too crazy, but you know, it's nothing. It's better than nothing, I guess. So with our biggest gainers, we have Dragon coins up to around 23%. We have ABBC coin up at 9%. Synthetics network up 8%. VeChain up 7%, which is a really big one, which people really like. Beam up 7% as well. With our biggest losers, we have Aurora down 13, Theta down 11, Mona coin down 8%, Nem down 6%, Komodo down 6% as well. So if we look here at our biggest top 5, Bitcoin right now sitting at around 10.2k, down around 0.7%. Ethereum right under $200, sitting at 3.2%. As you can see, pretty decent pump that we've been having here with Ethereum. XRP sitting at 26 cents, down around 0.5%. Bitcoin Cash $307, down up around 0.8%, and finally Litecoin sitting at around $72, up around 2.27%. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about Tron and some of the future of Tron and why I think Tron is a really good buy for the upcoming bull market, because you know, as you guys know, right now we are entering basically a new year. So if money was to come in for this new bull market, it should happen in this new year. Hopefully it's not you know, delayed another year or something. But like I said, if money was to come into this bull market and we're following all the patterns, as of now we are following all the patterns, you know, this bull market should come hit really hard, and Tron should be one of the biggest gainers. Right now, Tron sitting at 1.56 cents, up around 0.4% on the day, with a market cap sitting at 1 billion. Hasn't moved. 24-hour volume sitting at 526 million, which is very good. As you can see, Tron not too bad. Basically doing the same thing it's been doing for the past maybe 1.5 million years or so. Sitting basically like Tether, just doing absolutely nothing. But you know, we are seeing a little bit of gains there, a little bit of recessions there, so nothing too crazy. But like I said, I think it's better than really crazy coins that go up and down all the time. But in general, you know, Tron is a very strong project in my opinion. I don't think you guys should end up selling your Tron or anything like that. I think this coin has a lot of potential. Of course, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, but like I said, this is my opinion for Tron. But the problem with Tron, it has dropped around 4 ranks. We were at rank 10, which was the best for its year. Right now we are rank 14, so that's a bit of an iffy move that it did. But like I said, really doesn't determine like if the coin is garbage or not. You know, it has seen huge gains in the past, and I don't see why it can't do that again. I guess we're just waiting right now for this right here, for the pump that's gonna go all the way up here. But you know, the problem is that we really don't know when that's gonna happen, and if it's gonna happen at all, and it really is just a waiting game from now. But yeah, that's basically the major things for Tron. So the rest of the video is gonna be probably me talking about, you know, what I think about Tron, some of the news that's gonna be happening with Tron, and more specifically why I think Tron and what's built on it for me to think Tron is so powerful, and why I think it has such a really big potential in its future. So guys, getting right into it, let's look at some of the new stuff that's been coming out for Tron. So Tron TRX has recently partnered with DigiFinex to construct inclusive blockchain ecosystems. So stuff like this, even though it's small, might not make the biggest difference, I think will add up as time comes on, and as the bull market really starts to roll in and stuff starts to really kick into action, especially with Tron. Now, yesterday, make the commencement to the strategic partnership between Tron TRX and DigiFinex. DigiFinex announced that the same of their official blog post, saying that the Tron TRX and DigiFinex announced a strategic partnership to collaborate on building an exclusive blockchain ecosystem. And there are 2 initiatives on DigiFinex exchange that will benefit Tron developers and users, and they basically made a meeting about it, explaining exactly what they would be doing. So this partnership has also brought some interesting benefits of the Tron community and the users overall, and the 2 main uses that shine are The DigiFinex platform will release a trading market which is based on TRX. And secondly, the second interest is benefit on the 15th of this month, and the DigiFinex platform will release a TRON blockchain index as per the announcement. So on the other hand, today TRON announced through its weekly updates about the TRON-backed project called the Sign Project, which encourages the adoption of cryptocurrency by supporting the construction of strong commerce platforms. So this project is basically formulated based on the utility virtual token, which will be further in the creation of robust e-commerce platforms. And as per the announcement, this in turn will rocket speed the massive adoption of cryptocurrency over time, and the TRON Foundation has basically created this. So what does the TRON Signs project white paper say? It says basically utility token will be accepted to many payment methods. The users will get to find this utility token on the most of the famous crypto exchanges. And the third most important one, further on the shopping experience, users can avail the cashback offers with signed gift cards, and also they could settle full cart amounts with the help of the signed token. So there are a whole bunch of other benefits as well, but those are the three main ones. And I think partnerships like this, like I said, might not be the biggest thing in the world, but can lead to bigger things and can also have a snowball effect on especially with cryptocurrencies, right? So anything that really pushes it is just in general good for the actual project, and that's why I think stuff like this will continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and might even get to bigger partnerships with bigger companies as time goes on, because at the end of the day, this is just giving it exposure, and that's exactly what we need for cryptocurrency. So going into the next subject, how Justin Sun manufactures hype for the TRON TRX train. So this is a very, very big thing that everyone talks about the hype under TRON or behind TRON, and that is what basically people say drives it. I do disagree with that. I do think TRON actually has a lot of use case, especially in the decentralized application. But in my opinion, it's one of the best decentralized applications, and I think better than Ethereum, outperforming it obviously in general technology in general, and this is already known. Like, just basically get into it, glance at Twitter follows of Justin Sun. Should you believe that TRON TRX founder and CEO is the most famous personality in the crypto sphere? That already gives it a really, really big boost. Likewise, a quick look at the list of the most utilized decentralized application paints TRON as one of the most active blockchain for dApps in existence. Now, however, a deeper look at the numbers beneath the numbers suggests that TRON restaurant is somewhere near as busy as the Mediterranean Justin Sun would like us to think. Now, TRON in context, how TRX searches compared to Ethereum, probably the biggest thing that people talk about. TRON is often itself has potential Ethereum killer, so comparing its Google search volume against the number 2 cryptocurrency is an apt of the comparison. According to data provides the highest influx of searches for TRON came in January 2018, that the TRON TRX got swept in the altcoin mega pump and soared to an all-time high, while Google searches briefly peaked 3.7 million searches. So TRON TRX popularly, like I said, to 3.761 million. In February 2009, went down over 656,000. 2019, that people are showing more or less stable interest in TRON, now seeing only 173,000 average monthly searches. But like I said, right now we are in a very, very hard bear market, and TRON right now isn't doing the best as price-wise. But as you can see, it really just follows the graph, and that's really what we're seeing here with the actual graph, right? It's just really looking similar as the graph. We go up in searches, we go down in searches, and it's really the same. So after an 82.5% decline in volume, TRON searches leveled out around 170,000 in 2019, and that's less than 1/3 of Ethereum's average. Basically showing here Ethereum and then TRON right under it. TRON is the blue one, Ethereum is the green one, Bitcoin is the orange one. So as you can see, not the really biggest difference in the world. We're really seeing the exact same thing with Ethereum and TRON. So it's really just a numbers game by now. We just really need to see where TRON and Ethereum go after this. But in general, they're very, very close to each other. Ethereum obviously being a lot bigger cryptocurrency than TRON, only having a little bit over it is kind of, on the iffy side, with being 21 times bigger than TRON. So that's also something to keep in mind. So Justin Sun, Vitalik Buterin, I'm not really going to get into this too much. This has been always something that people have talked about. The silent Twitter followers, as you can see, web the contacts out of the way. The following data scoop by the SEMrush introduces yet more suspicious numbers, talking about different Twitter followers on both their accounts, and that's basically the main thing, right? So on August 30th, then he says virtual machine was announced, as you guys know, one of the bigger things. And then whatever, people talking about his followers aren't really liking it. TRON developer reveals fake dApp numbers as well. So there are a couple of FUD that's been going on, but like I said, this is all just more of the actual, I guess, process of how he manufactures the hype for Tron TRX. But I don't think it's the most wrong move in the world. Like, I don't see why it's killing anyone that he's buying a couple thousand followers a day, right? This guy has money. He's trying to grow the business in a bear market, and what other way to do it, right? There's not really much to do. It's better than showing people that you're dying than just taking it to the floor. So I think what he's doing is kind of right, kind of wrong at the same time. He has his reasons. It's his business. He wants to keep it alive, and anyone in his shoes would do the same, right? Who would want to kill $1 billion business over just a couple followers in the loss? So I think that's his thinking behind it, but I do think it's very smart, and I think it will pay off when the new bull run will come in, and I think Tron will see a pretty big gain in price. So finally, crypto whiz kid Justin Sun's 4.6 million lunch, as you guys know, after he won it with Warren Buffett, has sparked China conspiracies, public apologies, and an invite for Donald Trump to come to it as well. And here's a timeline of what's exactly happened. As you guys know, he did cancel it for something that happened with for stones or whatever he got, and he had to postpone it. So crypto whiz kid Justin Sun paid 4.6 to have a lunch with Warren Buffett, invited several blockchain bosses, and President Donald Trump to join them. So it's not 100% sure that he will be coming to this, but he did invite him anyway. The Tron and BitTorrent boss postponed the charity meal and apologized on social media for overhyping the event, sparking conspiracies that he was in trouble with the Chinese government. So timeline of what's happened so far is shown below. If we go here down here, so June 3, Justice Sun announces on Twitter that he's won. June 4, Sun's who's allowed to bring up the 7 guests to lunch, says he plans to invite Binance boss, Litecoin creator, and Ethereum co-founder during a CNBC interview. June 4th, head of Binance cryptocurrency exchange declined Sun's lunch invitation, saying it's too far to travel, which is kind of weird. I don't see why that's a problem to him, especially having a really big invitation like this. Anyway, continuing, June 16th, Sun invites Lee to attend the lunch, and Lee accepts. July 5th, Sun tweets that he's invited Zhao Li and Livio Wang, head of the Huobi crypto exchange. July 12th, Sun invites Donald Trump after the president says he's not a fan of Bitcoin on Twitter, and I guarantee you after this lunch, nobody will know crypto more than you. Sun responds. July 18th, Sun invites Jeremy Allaire, the head of Circle, a peer-to-peer payment group that count Goldman among its backers, and he accepts it. July 21st, Sun invites Helen Heyo, head of blockchain at Binance Charity Foundation, and she accepts it. Sun invites then Yoni Asia, head of eToro, and then she accepts it as well. And then finally, Sun invites Chris Lee, head of finance at Huobi, and he accepts it as well. Finally, July 22nd, Tron announces the lunch will be postponed after Sun falls ill with kidney stones. And then the 21st Century Business Herald, the Chinese news outlet, Sun is suspected of illegal fundraising, etc., etc. July 24th, the New York Times reports one of Sun's companies' voice streaming app, PO, was blacklisted by Chinese regulators, and that's why he had to postpone the lunch with Warren Buffett. And then July 25th, the original date of the Buffett lunch, photos on social media show Sun partying with influencers at a Tron event celebrating the 1-year anniversary. July 27th, Ram, host of CNBC Africa Twitter trader, reports that U.S.-China trade war might be a factor in the lunch being delayed, saying promoting the Warren Buffett lunch was a proactive and given current trade tensions, etc., etc. August 29th, and Tron Communications Director Cliff Edwards tells Block TV Buffett lunch is being rescheduled. It took about 2 months for us to get all the 9 people to come to San Francisco and sit in one room for 5 hours with Warren Buffett. He said, we are in the process of correlating all of those 9 people again to get it back on track, and that's basically everything, right? So it's been kind of a mess, a bit sketchy, a bit this and that, but at the end of the day, it is still happening. It will still happen. It will still bring Tron forward in some way or another, and that is the most important thing in my opinion at the end of the day, because he did pay $4.6 million, so I'm pretty sure it should come, something big should come out of it at least. So finally, we're going to be talking about some of the dApps on Tron. Now, as you guys know, I did talk about this dApp before, and it is the Tron Hives. So Tron Hives is basically a more of a passive game where you build your bee empire, and you can make up to 125% per month of how much you have in terms of bee. So these types of games are what I think is what makes Tron so powerful, what really drives Tron. These types of games are what people want to play, and at the same time you are making real money and having fun at the same time. As you can see, a lot of people are playing this game with 695 million in turnover. We have 2,500 players. 47,762 bees have been bought, We have over 230 million TRX have been won, and we have over 303 Hive leaders. But the main thing about this is how it's played, how you can make money, and why I think this is really important for TRON. Now, as you can see, I did buy a bit of wax, so I could show you guys buy some more bees right here. About the first one, and show you how much I can make. But before that, I did buy 50,000, so I had 1,392, and I had 128 bee, and I've had it running for around 2 days or so. But after I bought it, I can win this achievement. I think it's like really close or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So you get 3,500 after you get after you beat level 1. So I can pick up the reward, and there you go. Just let me accept it right here, and I get more of the wax, so I could buy more of this. See, it's all this free money. You also get free airdrops every day. You get 300 wax. The more you buy, the more you'll be getting, and it's basically just just that type of process, right? So over here, you can also upgrade your quality of actual of how much wax you're making per hour, how much honey you're making per hour. As you can see, at the moment, I'm making 2.5 wax per hour, 1.7 honey per hour, and obviously this is because of here. So I'm gonna buy a bit more bees and see where that will take me. I'm not sure I can unlock this yet. I don't think I can. You have to first finish up your whole first bee to get to the second, and so on and so on. So we're gonna buy a bee here. We're just gonna buy all 30 of them. I'm pretty sure I have enough for all of them. Yeah, okay, let's just buy all of them and see what happens. So I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible so I could show you guys how it's gonna work. I don't know if I can do them all at all, or what's up with this, but it's gonna take me a bit of time. But the main idea, I'm gonna skip through it just after I explain this. The main idea is so you guys can see how powerful the TRON network is and how powerful some of these dApps are on here, right? So you can make some serious money off this just by playing a game, and that's absolutely amazing to me, right? A lot of people haven't really seen something like something to the extent of this, I guess, but really there is stuff like this, and it's not like you're getting free money or anything. Obviously there is a contract that is put in place where money is being put out of it. We are right now in a stagnant phase, so people are putting money, people are taking out. We're sitting at around 4.7, so this can last you at least another 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 months if people continue to put money into it. And I think it is very, very powerful. I really just think it's gonna go up from here. As you guys probably know, if you guys are a TRON fan in general, a lot of money gets put into this stuff, and a lot of money gets made out of it as well. Like TronBet and some of those really bigger ones that came out and are still running to this day, which is really, really big in my opinion. So after buying some of the smart bees, I have around 14 of them or so. I will be making around 17.5 wax an hour, 11.7 honey per hour. So if we were to calculate that, if every 50 honey was around 1 TRON, I would be making around 1 TRON every 5 hours or so. So it's not too bad, but of course the more you get, the more bees you get, everything like that, it will be a lot more, right? 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, and they will just all accumulate all at once. So you'll be making a lot of money. As you can see, I still have 36,000. I will be using these the next video, 150 wax as well. So I'll be using these the next video as time goes on, and I will continue to make updates about the game. So if you guys wanted to join this game, definitely check it out down in the description below. All the links will be there for you guys if you guys are interested in it. Like I said, really cool game, guys. The TRON scan right now is still stagnant. We're still sitting at 4.7 million or so, and that's basically it for BeeHive. And this is definitely one of the games that I think will continue to exceed TRON, and why I think TRON is doing good because of games like this. So guys, that's basically it for today. Let me know if you guys have any comments or questions down in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's it for today, guys. I'll see you Wednesday. Peace out.